Greetings, Keechlings. Keishan Prime here with my review of One Piece Chapter 903, The Fifth Emperor. Basically, it starts off, you got Orlumbus. Well, there was a nice color spread. I had actually seen it like a couple days ago. I forget where. It was either on Twitter or something. I was like, oh, well, that's nice. And that was about when it was finally confirmed, that the Reverie was starting on this chapter. So it is what it is. Not a super spoiler or anything, but you know, then we get a cover story. We're with Orlumbus right now. His fleet is on the move. I kind of have an idea of where that might be because he's based essentially on Columbus. The Santa Maria and all that kind of stuff. And it's the Tamaria fleet. Maybe he's escorting like the royalty of, you know, the from his home country. I don't know because uh, Columbus was hired by the Spanish or Spain's government, their royalty to explore and stuff. So maybe I don't know, just a stupid observation. But anyway, the chapter starts off properly with Luffy and Chopper pleading to Sanji. It's like, please, please. It's like, don't throw it away. It was something that we found, in my pocket. Niji must have slipped it in there, during the escape and all that. And it's like, it's nothing big except a goddamn raid suit. So, didn't even think Luffy had pockets that big, and they wanted him to try it on and everything. And but Sanji's like, he's still looking down on me. It's like, screw them, I don't need their germa science. And even if it makes him stronger, which I suspect he'll probably eventually use it. Sorry if you hear me popping my fingers. uh the he'll use it. I mean, it wouldn't be introduced if someone wasn't going to use it. But and it's made with for him, so But anyway, Sanji shoots down Luffy's notions of like Sanji firing laser beams somehow. I don't even know where he would have gotten the idea. But and then Sanji's like, no, no, no. We have Frankie who does that kind of stuff. We don't need anyone else in the crew doing tricks. Nami kind of comes in, and it's like, or no, wait, it was kind of weird when he mentioned it because it was like, we already have someone doing that, which is ironic given that Luffy and Sanji both have similar techniques of fire-based moves. So where was he going with that? But anyway, Nami kind of comes in, and it's like, you making fun of science because my climate act is a combination of sky science. I would assume, why, obviously it's more weather science than sky science. It could have been a typo or something, but whatever. Anyway, and then Usopp's technology, and then reveals that Zeus is inside of her climate act, which, okay, I guess he's an upgrade now, at least for the time being. I suspect Big Mom will probably be using him like as a beacon to track them or something, so it won't be a permanent power up. He says it was like amazing. Sanji's shocked that it's like, you came with us, and it's like, and plus you chose food over loyalty. And then he exclaims, it's like, I was her slave long before you, so get that straight. And Nami's just kind of like, ha ha ha, I got a powerful slave, kind of thing. So it's funny. Uh, the that kind of went into some other funny bits of like Brook pointing out to Sanji that he's competing with water vapor, which I guess confirms that, yeah, he is a cloud. I thought he was like cotton candy or something, but that could always just be how it was translated. Um, and then Sanji's anger to Luffy and Chopper's wishes for him to just wear the raid suit. He's just not doing it. Anyway, Carrot comes down from the crow's nest and informs them, hey, the newspaper's here. Let's see what it says. And it's talking about Luffy and how he was the ringleader in the assassination attempt on Big Mom. We get Sanji's and Luffy's new bounties. Sanji's quite happy because he is 10 million above Zoro at his current thing of 330 million. And he's like, take that, shitty moss head. Uh, but he's not happy that he's now known as Vinsmoke Sanji. Also, something I missed was that it doesn't just say alive anymore. It says dead or alive like everyone else. So, yeah. They've cut all ties to save his ass now. Luffy seemed to be depressed because he had gone down to 100 million, which was baffling. This will get confirmed or cleared up later on. Anyway, we get a nice little scene change. You know, you got the fishmen, uh, they're citizens in the royal family. You know, they're preparing for the reverie, obviously, and they're reacting to Luffy in the news. And it's like, oh, I guess, yeah, you know, Jinbei finally joins, so I guess we need to change our protection over from Big Mom to Straw Hat. He seems pretty strong. Uh, and Shirahoshi comes in and it's like I want to go too, or otherwise Luffy will call me weak again. So they're heading on out, which there's probably going to be problems with her out and about. Then we see some reactions of Crocodile, Capone, Correja, Dalton, Cavendish, Bartolomeo, Vivi on the semi-fake news story of, you know, Luffy being the ringleader bit, and how it was Jinbei, Capone, Luffy, and yeah, that's all who was mentioned that did the assassination attempt. But like saying that he was super intelligent to be able to collaborate with the Sun Pirates, the Fire Tank Pirates, and what else was there? But you know that he's smart. This kind of comes up later, but so yeah, it's semi-fake because but they have a lot of information on him that we now it's been or confirmed to the world that he has a grand fleet. He's the son or not no, he did they know that? No, that was never mentioned, but you know, further confirming that he's the brother of Ace and the second in command of the uh, revolutionaries, you know, Sabo, and it's like he's got a lot of notoriety. Better watch out for him, you know. And it ends with it mentioning that he is the fifth emperor, which I guess would be uh, Goko, which sounds stupid, but you know. But anyway, changing over, we now are at the Marine headquarters. Akainu's getting a report that a pirate crew with a submarine is kidnapping princesses. Or at least captured one, but they're obviously going to capture more. Money! Ransom! Uh, then it shifts, we get to see the Dressrosa Prudence group. Rebecca runs in saying, it's like, Grandfather, did you see the news? You know, about Luffy and all of that? And he's like, you can talk about that here, but when we get into Marijola, you shut your mouth because they're it won't end well. And the Tontatas are like, yeah, we're pirates now. We shouldn't talk about this. Nearby, we see the submarine, like its scope or periscope popping up, and they're spotting Viola as their next target. And then they fire a torpedo, which and this was when I kind of went off the rails on like, is this who I think it is? I thought it was Green Bull, and that he was like a half fishman, but no, it was Captain Kobe. Nah, he redirected the torpedo, which it looked just like a missile, like the same kind of missile girl that Baby Five turns into. So they do have the technology, obviously. So you know. So it confirms how she was able to even turn into that. Maybe it was a torpedo and not a missile she was turning into all along. Hmm. But so yeah, we get that he redirects it so it doesn't destroy their ships or anything. Helmeppo confirms that the princess is safe, which she started like kicking the downed pirates, and you got some of the Marines are like, ma'am, please calm down. You're safe. You don't have to keep kicking them. But and uh and someone I had like just totally blanked on him even being there, but it was a Kuros. He was there, and he recognized Kobe for being the hero that protected citizens at the Rocky Port incident, which is another thing I forgot. I'm always forgetful, you know me. That it was something that Law did during the time skip. I believe it's supposed to have been what gave him the status of a warlord, but I couldn't quite fully confirm that. Um, but anyway, so yeah, he confirms that it's like yeah, Kobe's strong, but he's a humble one. I expected him to be a bigger guy, and kind of you know, but whatever. You're a good guy. Kobe was too humble to even hardly want to take credit for the action he just took. But anyway, Kobe's ship is going to act as an escort for them, and like Luffy was brought up somehow. To rereading it makes even less sense, the translation I was reading, so I may have to wait a few days or whenever the official one comes out. Maybe that'll be clarified. Um, but like she's like, wait, you like Luffy? And it's like, let's have a chat. And so, could that be a ship? Joy Boy was talking about that. That could be interesting. They'd make a cute couple, and both their hair colors are compatible, so they would have like dark pink. Yeah, but anyway, the Yonkos react to the news. Kaido questions why Luffy was in that old hag's territory when, I thought I was the one you were fucking with. But then you got uh, Blackbeard. He's just kind of laughing it off. You're a million years too early for this kid. Fifth Emperor. Big Mom, she's pissed. Who lost? I didn't lose. And the most well, not somber, but like the most even kiltered calm was Shanks. He's like, I'm happy. I'll finally be able to meet up with you soon, Luffy. Then finally we got Brook. He's setting Luffy straight about the bounty business. It's not 150 million, Luffy. It didn't go down, it went up. 3 times went up because it's 1.5 billion. So everyone starts freaking out, and this was the funny bit, is that Luffy is portrayed as like this brilliant tactician and everything in the paper, and yet he misread his bounty poster. Oh, the irony. Well, anyway, overall this was a 5 out of 5 chapter. It was a great read, funny to boot. It plays its role for setting up the reverie very well. In short, I liked it. But anyway, yeah, just a great chapter overall, and I look forward to the next one. The Straw Hats are going to Wano, so I don't know if we're actually going to get like a full Reverie arc, or we're going to kind of like mix that in with them traveling to Wano, and maybe like the first opening chapters of Wano. I don't know. Only Oda does, and Oda is Goda, especially with this week. But anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Keishan Prime, and I'll see you next time. Keishlings, roll out.